Just a quick 1 minute strategy here so you don't have to waste your time on a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, my strategy focuses on just market structure, on particularly the 1 minute, but I will use sometimes the 530 just to kind of look at it, see if we're more trendy or in a range. But I focus on pullbacks. So this is kind of a cherry-picked example. But it's kind of hits the heart to how simple this process is. So I'm looking for a pullback. Obviously, we had this giant move up here from, I think, some news to 730, but this is kind of a little bit discretion here, but we have a leg down, and we kind of pull back, and we break this leg down, and then we pull back, and we have, I'd look for a pullback somewhere above 50% and 50%. If I, bonus points if it's pulling back to the EMAs, but I usually just place a limit order within, this pullback, and that's it. That is my 1 minute strategy. That's basically the premise is like markets have, I'm sure you've watched videos, but markets have seen other videos, pullbacks. Like that's the premise of trendy days, right? Sometimes you might get a consolidation pullback, but markets are always moving somewhere. They are either moving up and down or they're moving in a range. What makes this, and I'll give you, well, let me go back. I will give you how I set my stops and take profit. Stops and take profit, I use an ATR. So I took a trade here a couple days ago. I had the stop at 1 ATR, and it was somewhere around 20 when I did this. So I did 80 ticks, right? Actually, I got it right now. I did 80 ticks Stel, and then, oh, that's not right. And then a 2x that, so I do a 2-to-1 or 1 or 2 risk to reward ratio, so that I have at least 2 times to get this wrong before it wipes out all my profit, and it gets me about a 60 to 70% win rate. When I'm at my best, it's a little bit above 70%. So yeah, that is it. That is the premise of this trade. Now, I will say that was really easy, but I'll take you to the next day, and the next day was a bit harder to execute this because just because you got highs and lows doesn't mean the price doesn't burst out of them. We had like little pullbacks here, right? I think this was some consolidation here. Okay, we're bouncing off of VWAP for some reason all day. And it was a little bit more of a range day than it was trendy. We had a small pullback here. I didn't take any of this trade, obviously, and then we pulled back a little bit to that. And so if you wanted to be aggressive, you could have considered that a trade. You could have taken that. It would have worked for you. Then price decides to blast down and go all the way here. So if you also just don't consider that these actual pullbacks, this also is another viable pullback for you, because it's still keeping in with kind of the long bias, but it is kind of a little bit harder to detect, and sometimes I don't get that, and it absolutely wrecks me. I think I did, just because I was impatient and I was trying to get on. I think I ended up I was like, okay, we kept this small pullback. I was like, this moves up, I bet we'll bounce off of here. Anyway, it did not. Absolutely melted me. So again, these are difficulties in trading. There's always losses in it. That's why I do a risking 1 to make 2, so that I can have a higher probability of still staying in profit. And that's also where the ATR comes in, so that helps me with that. But anyway, that's my strategy. So enjoy, figure it out for yourself, I guess. Also, I live stream. Figure it out for yourself. I do be live streaming just about every day, so if you want to pop in and watch, just hit me up. I will be here at 8:30. All right, Monday to Friday. Have a good one.